Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and well, locks like this just really amuse me and they're a real curiosity. What am I talking about? Well, in front of you might see two French, moderately high security Vachette locks. But for those of you who know your Vachette locks, you'll know that there's something very wrong with one of them. And no, it's not because one of them is a snapped Euro cylinder. No. Just have a look. Can you see anything a bit wrong with this one? No, not yet. Well, let me show you something I find it really hilarious. Here is the real Vachette. Look at that lovely Vachette key. Look at that keyway. Got some really evil looking warding in there. Great lock. And this is I think it's something like a 25mm snapped cylinder. So actually I've got a ruler here. Let's have a look. This is yeah, let's call it a 25mm snapped Euro. Now this one is the same but complete. There you go. So you'd expect it to weigh twice what this half Euro weighs. So let's pop this on the scales. And just for clarity, I use this for weighing out epoxy. So there you go, 68 or so grams. 68 grams, okay. A full Euro cylinder, 50 grams. And when my friend Yukov, who lent me this, put this in my hand, I was just flabbergasted really, because you've got no idea how light this feels compared to any other lock you've held. If you can look very closely on here, you see that it's got a base metal underneath this coppery, bronzy type finish. I imagine that it's probably aluminium. And also, I imagine that the core is skeletonized. I will show how I can pick this, but I can't gut it, and I'll tell you why in a second. But hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate why I can't gut it, even though technically it looks like you could. But I'll sort of demonstrate why you can't do that. But this feels terrible, like really awful. It's the worst lock I think I've ever held in my entire life. But it's actually much beloved by Yukov because it's such a curiosity. It's so fake. It's unbelievably fake. Anyway, interestingly, I can't sync up and pick it either. It's so poor quality that I just cannot pick it. Whatever pins are in here are so badly misshapen and awful. It's almost impossible to pick, but I can rake it open, and that's what we'll have a go at doing now. So we're in the vise, and the first thing I want to say about this is that it's almost impossible to tension. The keyway is so wide, like so wide here, it sort of swallows up tension tools, and it's so bad, it flexes so hard that if I put tension on here, this whole thing will just turn around and start tearing up the inside of the lock. The only thing I found which I can tension it with is one of these really huge dimple lock tensioners I found from from one of the Chinese kits. So there we go. I'm going to put some tension on like this. Then I'm going to try and support the whole lock as I scrub furiously with this multi-pick Monith. I've got that one right. Yeah, it's a Monith by me. Okay, anyway, let's have a go at this. And it's the only way I've found that I can actually open this. I'm not proud of it. There we go. And it looks like it's fallen into a very, very deep falset, yeah? And I can't move it further, but I can. If I force it, I can actually move this around. But it's been deformed somehow. I don't know whether you can see, if I bring this up here, but it looks like it's coming away there, but pressed at the top. I think that this is made of such poor metal, it's been squeezed. And because it doesn't have a key, I would need to move this all the way around to this position to get in like a pin holder like this. Let's move that out of the way and use a front shim. But because I can't, there's no real way for me to get this open. Oops, my iPad ran out of memory. What I was going to say is you clearly need to move all the way around to use like a pin holder like this, and then a front follower. So basically the bottom of the keyway needs to go all the way down to where the pins are, the driver pins. And yeah, it's virtually impossible to move it around like that. There isn't any feasible way for me to open it without risking damaging it. And whilst this is a truly awful lock, one of the worst ones I've ever held, it's also quite a curiosity, and thankfully quite rare to find such a fake lock like this, especially a nice Vachette one like this. So I don't want to risk damaging it for my friend Yukov. That would be such a shame. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. And as sad as it is to have these horrible fake locks around, when you do find one as a lock picker, lock collector, it's really fun to explore them. There's something deeply wrong with this lock as well, which is not to be anything but expected in a lock of this poor quality. But yeah, despite it being a terrible lock, you wouldn't want to risk damaging it, because it is, like I said, a bit of a rarity, a bit of a curiosity, and beloved of my friend Yukov. But if you have any experience with fake locks like this, or have even a worse story than this, I mean, can you believe it literally weighs less than half a euro of the same size as that? I mean, it's just crazy to me. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Really like to hear your stories on this. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And of course, I'll see you all next time.